everybody. This is Kevin Davidson and your host for Kevin's Corner Real Estate from a Marketing Perspective. This is episode 123, and I have a treat for you guys today because I have my guest today is someone that I don't know that well. We just met a few weeks ago, and but she's already working with me and sponsoring my events. And I asked her if she wanted to be on podcast, and she said absolutely not, but she's here. So before we get to her, let's pay the bills. I always like to make sure and thank the Jennifer Smitis, Mike Snyder, Caitlin Cornlick, Demony Devon, Van Wynn, Gracie Lagos, and Melissa Caruso. All, besides Jennifer and Mike, are my escrow officers and everybody that works with us at my two offices in Sugar Land and Richmond. Jennifer is the area vice president for the Houston division, and Mike is our sales manager. If it wasn't for you guys and everybody we work with at both of my offices, I would not have a podcast. So thank you guys. Second of all, if you watch the podcast, you subscribe, and you're an agent or a vendor that operates in the Fort Bend County area, and you'd like to be on the podcast, give me a call, 832-654-0527, or email me at kevin.davidson@stewart.com, and I'll put you on the calendar. I'd love to have you. So let's get right into episode 123. By the way, this April will be 3 years that I've been doing this. So everybody that's watched my podcast or subscribed to my YouTube channel, thank you very much. But I do this for you guys. I don't do it for me. So this is Donicia Taylor with Holden Roofing. She is basically like me. She's the business development officer or business development manager for Holden Roofing. And as you guys probably know, a lot of you were there, I put together in concert with two other business development officers with Stewart Title, Chance Van Cleve and Juliana Bearford. Hey, guys. The Ted Jones event that was last month or whatever, a month ago or whatever, at the Sweetwater Country Club. And Chance, who is the BDO for Katie Foster, goes, Kevin, I got a vendor that wants to support the event. Great. It was her. It was Donicia, Holden Roofing. So I met her there, and she expressed interest in working with me, and so now she is. And then I offered her to be on the podcast to promote her business, and she reluctantly said yes. So why don't you introduce yourself to everybody, who you are, and a little bit about Holden.
Yeah, so I'm, like you said, Donicia Taylor. I've been working with Holden Roofing for about 2.5 years now. I started out in their legal department, working with their general counsel on different legal matters that they have, and switched over to technology and outreach after seeing an opportunity. I'm a licensed real estate broker myself. I've been selling homes since 2011, and I still actively sell.
So we're going to work together on multiple occasions.
Yeah, that's what I told you. We have other things to talk about.
Yeah.
So there was an opportunity that I kind of spied that there wasn't enough connection between the realtor community. I guess in general, just roofers and realtors.
Right.
They often intersect, but not always as smoothly.
Well, there's not a lot of companies out there that get their message across the right way to break into the agent market.
Yeah.
So I'm looking for you to do that.
Yes. Yeah, and so knowing real estate and being in the trenches as long as I have and as much as I have, I kind of have a firsthand experience in knowing what agents need and when they need it, how fast they need it. I've experienced the pain of having to coordinate with the multiple contractors, trying to get what I need during my option period. And so we spied an opportunity to kind of get me involved in realtor outreach. And I've been enjoying it so far. I've been doing this since December and met you right away. And already it's kind of, it's
you've already gotten some phone calls from my event. So 2.5 years with Holden Roofing. How long have you been an agent?
Since 2011.
And you're a broker too, you said?
I'm a broker, yeah. I became a broker in 2017.
So are you a broker solo, or do you have other team members?
No, individual broker. Okay. At one time I had multiple team members, but yeah, just different opportunities came up, and I went chasing after those.
So what were you, before 2011, what were you doing?
I was a litigation paralegal. So I worked in.
You keep throwing around legal around.
Yeah,
Do I need to?
I've been
Do I
in
need
the
to sign a
business.
disclosure before we
Yeah,
continue?
You might no. But it kind of gives you also being in the legal industry as a litigation paralegal for 10 years before real estate.
Mm-hmm.
It gave me kind of an edge on getting my license. I got my license. I finished all my classes and
Mm-hmm.
testing in 7 days.
Because you already knew the language.
I
and
knew
you know
the language. Yeah, I kind of just really picked up on it, and I think that background plus the real estate background, it kind of set me up for this position in an interesting way.
So you're pretty much in the weeds of everything. I mean, you know
Mm-hmm.
both sides of this of the industry that you're trying to work in,
Yes.
which is the real estate agent and the
Mm-hmm.
the vendor side of it. Why did you go from the legal department in Holden Roofing to the next step and then to where you're at now?
I think just seeing the opportunity and getting to know the general manager at Holden Roofing, Travis Joyce, and the whole crew there in management they're awesome people. But knowing that my skills could be utilized in a way that would help,
Mm-hmm.
generate relationships with agents and.
Well, you already know agents. You already have a connection with the
Yes.
industry.
Mhm.
Do you like doing this? Did
Yeah.
you make the right decision?
Yeah, I believe I did.
Mhm.
The agents that I've gotten a call from, one was from a class that I sponsored with you,
Mhm.
and that it being a tremendous help. It makes me feel like I'm giving back to
There
the
you go.
community that I've had a very
Mm-hmm.
large part of. Yeah.
So tell us about Holden Roofing.
So Holden Roofing is one of the oldest and largest roofing companies in the state of Texas. We have our corporate office in Rosenberg here in Fort Bend County.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been in business for about 65 years now. Family owned and
That
operated.
long?
Mm-hmm.
Has it always been called Holden Roofing?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. It started by Don Holden, and then Brett Holden was passed on after he passed
Mhm.
away. So, yeah, it's been in the Fort Bend area for a long
Wow.
time. We
Okay.
have offices in 7 cities in Texas. All
Okay.
the major cities.
7 in Texas. What are those 7 cities? Do you
We've
know?
got San Marcos, San Antonio, Temple, Spring, Austin,
Mm-hmm.
and I know I'm missing one. Probably the Richmond one.
Houston.
Houston, Richmond. Yes. Yeah, that's what we've
Okay.
got.
It's like when I ask agents what city do you operate in, and they tell me everything but Houston. I'm like,
Yes, excuse me.
why are you leaving out the third largest city in the country? Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot.
That's why I'm here.
But okay, so tell us about if I'm an agent and I contact you and say, hey, I need roofing for my client or whatever.
Yeah.
How does that first conversation go? What's it like? What's it like working with Holden Roofing from an agent's perspective?
You get really personalized service. So I'll give an example of the last agent that called on us for help. One thing that a lot of people don't know is that Holden Roofing, we specialize in roofing, but we are a true general contractor. So I tell agents that no matter what you need when you get to your inspection period, call me if you need an electrician, call me if you need a plumber. I can help make that process really easy so you're not following up with 5 different contractors, hoping they show up, hoping they give you what you need.
Right.
So I'm there kind of just pushing things forward as an ally to the agent. Because our goal, like the mission that I have from Holden, is to help agents close more deals.
There you go.
Yeah, so I'm going to do that in any way I can. And a lot of times I think roofing companies or other contractors maybe have some hesitancy with working with the real estate community because sometimes it doesn't turn into, or a lot of times it may not turn into actual business for them. And so they sometimes feel like it's a waste of time. But our view is that we want to develop the relationship. We're going to go above and beyond to get you what you need. It may not turn into business, but our hope is that, or our ask is that you refer us whenever somebody needs a
So
roof.
you guys, your business model is basically the same as mine.
That's why I think we
Yeah,
connected.
we connected. Yeah. So
that's why.
I'm not just an order taker, and I don't
Right.
want to see you only when you have a contract.
Right.
I want to help you get to the point to where you have contracts, and you go, you know what? Kevin's want to help me get here, so guess what? I'm going to send it to him.
That's right. Yeah.
That's the way I look at it.
Yes, that's how we view it as well. We really are all about the relationship, knowing that if we do a good job and we help get you what you need, that might not turn into business.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to at
You'll
some
think
point.
about us later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
So they've been around for a long time and everything. What do you guys just do replacement roofs? Do you do repairs? Can you call for estimates? How
Yeah.
is an estimate? How long does it take to get to you? Things like that.
Since we're one of the oldest and largest, we have pretty much, we cover the whole city. So no matter what area of town you're in, if you need an estimate, it's a free estimate. With the insurance industry changing, the way
Let's
that
not
they're,
talk about
yeah,
insurance.
we're not going to get, I'm not going to go too far down that road.
Sorry, Heron.
But
Love you.
But there's a lot of changes that are affecting how people or when roofs
Yeah.
need to be replaced. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Which is also affecting the roofing business. So
Mm-hmm.
we do free inspections. We'll come out. We can have somebody the same day. We can pretty much call on anybody. So it's not a hard process.
When you do a replacement roof, I know it's going to depend on the size of the house and the slope and all that stuff. The number of squares, what's it called?
Yeah, square.
Squares. Okay, I got it right. Check it out. Can you do a roof in one day?
Yeah, and I think leading up to it, getting the production team, scheduling the contractors stuff. But a lot of times it does happen in one day. The actual replacement.
The actual replacement's one day. Okay. And then tell us about the different types of roofs that you can put on a house.
Shingle roofs, metal roofs, TPO roofs.
So let's talk a little bit about what the company does, and then what you do to generate leads in business.
Okay. What the company does?
Yeah. Does the company have a website? Does the company have?
We have websites, social media. We've got people that or signs in the yard when we're replacing a roof. A lot of times neighbors. We're heavy on referrals.
Referrals.
Yeah, referrals are a big source.
Where would you consider yourself, and you may not know the answer to this because you don't do but where would you consider the company on the pricing scale versus your competition?
Yeah, we're not the cheapest or the least, and we're also not the most expensive. I'd say we're probably in the middle.
In the middle?
Yeah.
Okay. And then tell everybody a little bit about what you do to help generate business for the company.
So what I've been doing is getting involved in realtor groups wherever realtors are. Like we're a member of the HAR 290 area networking group, going to sponsoring educational classes like I've done with you. And that's kind of what I've done so far. What I hope to get into is just getting my social media up and running more so that I can do a little more.
So what are you doing now?
Just person to person.
No, I mean social media. Are you doing anything with social media?
Not currently. Not in this.
You need
role.
to come see me, don't you?
Yeah, I do need. Yeah, I actually was taking a few mental notes during your last class on that. But
I've had so many people, and in the last week, no lie, Jennifer Smitis is my boss. She's the Houston area division president. She actually came to me for social media help.
She did.
And then also one of my peers, Juliana, whom you might have met at the event, she texted me this morning, "Can you help me with this?" So I'm kind of known as the social media guy. So,
Yes.
but so I can definitely help you with that. What are some things? So does Holden Roofing have a website?
Yes, it's holdenroofing.com.
Okay, and then do they have a Google My Business page?
Yes, they have a business page on Google.
Okay, cool. And then does the company have its own separate social media, or is that yours and you're marketing for
The
them?
company has its own separate social media, their main account where the company kind of runs, but I'd like to do one specifically for my realtor outreach activities.
Right, okay. And then do you manage the Holden Roofing social media, or does somebody else?
Somebody else
does? How many, and I know you said that you have offices in 7 cities. I mean, how many employees does Holden have? Do you know?
I think about 50 actual employees.
Total.
And then the guys out in the field, they're independent contractors.
Independent, yeah.
Yes, but we have, I think, in the Houston area alone, there's about 80.
Okay.
And then in the other markets, different numbers, but I think altogether maybe 150.
Okay. So let's talk about your interaction with real estate agents. So a real estate agent calls you up and says, "Hey, I've got this house that my client's trying to buy, or I have this house that I want to sell. Either way, and I have concerns with the roof." They call you and ask you to come do an inspection or whatever. how's that process? What's the time frame? Is there paperwork? How fast do you get the results? Things like that.
So there's, I guess, the main two instances where an agent would call me would be like for a pre-listing inspection.
Mm-hmm.
They have a house, they're about to list it. They are concerned about the roof, and they kind of want to get ahead of any issues that they might run into during inspection.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe to head them off, or to at least be prepared for them. So they'll
Okay.
call me. We'll come out the same day or the next day. We can get out there pretty quickly, give a written estimate or give a written report,
Mm-hmm.
and just kind of let them know what issues to expect, or maybe even help them get some repairs done before they list.
Now, I'm assuming you do, because this is your specialty.
Mm-hmm.
If an agent calls you guys and says, "Hey, I need you to come look at this roof," your inspection, how different is that compared to an inspection, home inspector's
The
inspection?
general inspector's
Yeah.
inspection is very different because
Okay.
it's in a lot more detail.
Okay.
A lot of times, general inspectors will use a drone, or they'll kind of use some view without actually climbing on the roof. So
Right.
we get on the roof, we go in the attic, we're looking at everything.
Okay.
And instead of
Just a
ju-
picture
like
of,
it's just
you
a
know,
picture
a
of it
flyover.
with some possibilities. I mean, we'll tell you what's actually going on.
Look at that shingle. That one needs to be replaced.
Yeah, right. That one. That's right.
Here's my fee.
That's right.
And do you guys work with insurance companies?
We work with insurance companies, yeah, or we
Okay.
work
In between.
in
In between.
them, yeah, for
Yeah.
hailstorm damage or that sort of thing.
I'm curious at your opinion about, because you mentioned earlier, because I mentioned it, that the insurance is affecting your
Mhm.
business.
Mhm.
Now, again, hi Heron, love you, but that's my insurance guy.
Yeah.
And he'll tell you, insurance rates are making things more expensive for people.
Yes.
And the insurance companies have got to the point where either they will not write insurance for homes based on where they're at, or your roof will have to be a separate policy.
That's right.
But if you're like me, and my house is only 1,200 square feet,
Mhm.
the amount of the policy is almost as much as what the new roof would cost.
What you would, yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So where do you think this is going to go? Is it going to get better, or is it going to get worse?
I think it's just going to change. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
going to be different. Maybe not necessarily better or worse. I mean, it's like you said, it's either paying a lot of money to insure a roof,
Mhm.
where if you got what we call a straight bid,
Mhm.
instead of going through your insurance policy making a claim, you would just contact a roofer and get an actual estimate and pay for it that way. It's just changing.
The way
It
we-
is affecting real estate. I know a lot of people who have deals where, you know, they get down towards the end of the deal, almost to closing. The buyer goes to shop for insurance, and then they realize
They can't afford it.
They can't afford it. They
Mhm.
can't get it, and it's scaring them away, and it's affecting the ability to close that deal.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of where I hope to be a lot of to help, because we can do a lot of things to like out of the box solutions. Let's say the seller couldn't afford to replace the roof, and that's
Right.
why they didn't. We can replace the roof and then get paid at closing. I mean, we can work with agents, but
Which we do that for a lot of agents here at
Mhm.
Stewart Title.
yeah.
I live in Brazoria County, so insurance where I live is a dirty word
Yeah.
because it's expensive and no one wants to insure my house.
Yep. I feel
And
that.
and you know, so, and Heron's already told me, he said the next time you renew your homeowner's insurance, you're probably going to have to get a separate roof policy,
Right.
even though my roof is only 9 years old.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. It's getting, the years are less and less. It seems like
Well,
it was
it's
16
funny.
years
yeah,
where
now
you
it's-
run into a problem, and now it's getting.
I think it's
Seems
10.
like it's 10. Yeah. It's getting
Well, it's
closer.
funny because somebody told me, he said, "Yeah, man, we can put a new roof on. It's a 30-year roof." I said, "No, it's not." And he goes, "Yes, it is." I said, "No, it's not." And he goes, "What do you mean?" And I said, "Well, from an insurance perspective, it's only we're 10 years.
Yeah.
Well, we'll warranty it for 30. Well, if I have to replace it in 10, the warranty means nothing.
Yeah. Exactly.
So we've gotten to a point between the insurance company
Mhm.
and the mortgage company that they're fighting now, and
Yes.
it's just not it's not good for the consumer.
That's
I'll say
right.
it
It's
that
not
way.
good for the consumer. That's right.
So, but Heron has told me that since we didn't have really any major problems last year, insurance rates should start to go down
Yeah.
because a lot of the insurance companies have recouped a lot of their losses from the last 3 or 4 years, 4 or
Right.
5 years, and I've always been one of those kinds of people that have, if you say that my insurance policy is going to be X, and I agree to pay that,
Mm-hmm.
and then you as the company have a lot of losses, why is that my fault?
Yeah.
Why do I have to pay you back for it? I don't understand, especially when I never even I wasn't one of those people that made a claim.
That's right. Yeah.
But it affects everybody.
It does.
And they just spread it out and so, and then doubling your premium and,
Yeah.
so I can talk about this forever, so let's not talk about that.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm hesitant to get to say any more about my opinion on that.
She's like, Kevin, I thought this was about Holden Roofing. So is there anything else about Holden Roofing that we don't know that you haven't mentioned? Do you guys have anything new coming up? Any events, any changes,
Yeah.
anything we should be looking out for?
Yeah, so we have we're in the process of planning a few classes actually.
Sweet.
to
So you're going to
teach.
teach for me. Are you teaching?
Oh, maybe that's still
Okay.
being discussed, but we'll be sure to send out information on it. But just to teach agents, one of the things that I remember or that I know, a lot of agents don't know how to interpret an inspection report. When it
Right.
comes to the roof, they don't even know. Some people don't know the different parts of the roof. The roofing system. So just doing kind of a roofing basics class is one thing that's in the works.
Okay.
And then roofing and insurance issues is another class where you want to partner with an insurance agent and kind of put on a joint class where,
I know the perfect guy.
okay, yeah.
I know the perfect
I was
guy.
actually going to ask you.
I know the perfect
You did.
guy.
I figured you would.
Tallest man on the planet,
Yeah.
Heron Burroughs.
Okay.
So, are these classes going to be approved by Trek for CE credit?
That's one thing I'm looking into. I don't know too much about that yet, but I'm researching how that's done and the requirements for doing that.
Let's talk about it before you leave today.
Okay.
Because that would, if you want to get even more agents in the room when you do it,
Mm-hmm.
needs to be for CE credit.
CE credit, yeah.
Yeah.
Make
So
sure they cut.
you give them free CE credits and you give them food, they will come.
Yeah. CE credit and food. they will come.
Exactly. Anything else that we should know about Holden Roofing?
I can be, if you call me when you get to a pre-listing inspection or even like during the inspection period, the example I was going to give you about the agent that I met in your realm class, she called me before her deal was even negotiated because this home had siding issues, like it was a 4-story home, all 4 sides, siding is warping and falling off. And she asked if that was something we can help with, and I said absolutely. So we had somebody come out there at the same time the general inspector came out, and they were able to talk, and she sent me a list of HVAC issues, plumbing issues, electrical issues, and then the siding issues. We were able to get her a complete estimate for all the issues that the buyer was concerned about. She used it and then got past her option period and
Wow.
with what she needed, with the numbers she needed to know how to negotiate.
So you helped her get to the finish line for the contract.
Yes.
Very cool.
Yep.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
What when a real estate agent calls you and they've never talked to you before, what are some questions? What are the things that you ask an agent so you can help them better?
Yeah, I mean, if you have the deal under contract, I want to know when does your option period end? How fast do we need to do this? How much time do we have left? And really, just what are the concerns? So I know what kind of trades that need to go out and look. So I can
The agent
coordinate
doesn't
them.
have to have pictures or be extensive. Those are helpful.
They're helpful for sure. Like the agent
Okay.
that had the siding issue, she sent me pictures, and then when she got her inspection report, I had a report, and I had a list of repairs that they were wanting. So,
Okay.
and then somebody had went out and inspected already, so we were able to provide her what she needed. But my main question is, how fast do you need this, and
Right.
who am I coordinating for you?
Yeah. Okay. Well, there's one thing that we haven't told anybody in podcast land yet.
What was that?
how to get a hold of you.
Oh, yes.
So give them your
Yeah.
email, phone number, website, social media,
Yes.
everything.
Okay, so you can reach me by email at donitaylor@holdenroofing.com. That's DONITAYLOR @holdenroofing.com. My cell phone number is 832-451-7901, and our website is www.holdenroofing.com.
So just to clarify too, since that's your cell phone number, do you answer it on the weekends?
I answer my phone whenever it rings.
Okay, good.
I've been in real estate for a long time, and I know that that's you have to do that.
I'm the same way. So, I mean, money is money. Business
Yeah.
is business. So
You never know.
agents work, most agents work 7 days a week.
Yeah.
Give me the phone number one more time.
832-451-7901.
Okay, guys. So anybody that's watching this podcast knows me. I kind of operate with the same vendors that I've been with for many, many years. I do it because I trust them. I know them. I would use them if I needed them myself. At the same time, they do a very good job for the agents that I represent, and I refer them to. I have not had a roofing company that I could rely on ever. Okay? So if Donicia is here, if she's on this podcast, you need to give her a call, okay? Because the next time I have issues with my roof, if I have any issues or whatever the situation is, I'm going to call her. So if she's hanging around with me, if she's hanging around at my classes, she'll be supporting my events.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see her around town. Give her a call. I trust her. I know her now. I'd let him work on my house, my roof. So keep an eye out. You will be seeing more of her and more of Holden Roofing.
Mm-hmm.
If for some reason you can't remember who that roofing lady is, just to give me a call and I'll give you the phone number.
Sounds good.
So give me your phone number one more time.
832-451-7901.
Okay, guys. So this is Donicia Taylor with Holden Roofing. Appreciate you paying attention and listening and watching and supporting me. As always, thank you to Jennifer, Mike, Caitlin, Devaney, Van, Gracie, and Melissa, and everybody I work with. And if you want to be on the podcast, give me a call, 832-654-0527. I really appreciate everybody supporting the podcast. April will be 3 years, 130 probably episodes. So we're going to have a party sooner or later.
Yeah.
This has been episode 123 of Kevin's Corner, Real Estate from a Marketing Perspective. You guys have a great weekend, and we will see you next week. Good job, Donicia.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, ma'am. Bye now.
Bye.